Hey, what's up guys? This is going to be a much shorter video than usual because there's less to report on, but I want to talk about one thing that a few people that talked about it before but haven't really, I guess you could say, noticed the change, and that is that the release date for Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 Full Burst is actually going to be coming out on PC pretty soon, and they actually did put the release date because some people thought it was just a picture and someone just, put in some encoding or something like that on the web page so then they could change out the pictures just so then they can make it look so real or anything like that. But it's actually on Steam. It's been proven and it's real. You could search it up yourself and everything. And they did not have the release date for the longest time. They really didn't. But they finally put the release date on there recently, and I noticed, and it's actually set for October 25th, which is actually pretty soon. And I gotta say right off the bat that I'm very excited. I don't care too much about the game itself, which I will admit that this was a good game to start with, but I care more about what direction this might go in, because like I said in my video, for those of you that did watch back in July, I believe on 18th, it's really good to see this kind of game coming to the PC. It really is, because you really don't hear about games like Dragon Ball Z or Soul Calibur and Bleach and all kinds of stuff like that being put on PC. You really don't. I mean, it's one thing to have something like Street Fighter 4 on there, but something like Dragon Ball Z or Naruto, that's a whole nother ballgame. It really is. And that's another thing that people just, I guess you could say, have been seeing for a long time that has just really never been on PC, There have been some games I guess you could say, in other series that have been also starting to get ported and being made on PC, but now we're starting to see this, and this, for a lot of people that are on Steam but also are interested in anime related stuff or love those fighting games, this is really great. This is really great, and not just because of that, but also just the fact for having this game on the platform. And again, this is a really good game to start with, because from the sales and from the reviews and what everybody's saying, it looks like this is a really good game, to start with and everything like that. And I don't know what the price is, which it looks like it's not available for pre-order, so you can't really buy it right now. You have to wait till that release date. But we can at least see that there's at least going to be one piece of DLC inside of the game with it, so that way they don't have to spend too much time, trying to make add-ons and how to get that working and everything like that, and how you buy the DLC and all that kind of stuff. And plus, that happens quite often, actually. I mean, recently, I can't remember what the name of the game on top of my head, but there was a game recently that was on consoles for like 2 years, and it recently got ported on PC, and it included all the DLC, and I believe it was 40 or 50 bucks. And hopefully we'll see something like that on this game and not 60 bucks, which is a bit iffy because you're used to seeing a lot of PC games coming out on, PC for 40 or 50 bucks, and sometimes 60, depending on what game it is or where you actually buy it or something like that. And actually on one website I saw it for 50 bucks, and on another website for 40 bucks. I was like, there's not really a difference here, but I'm still really excited. I'm hoping it's at least going to be a really good port, because these kinds of games, again, they're really rare, and if they just hit that spot, they make a good port, or at least a decent port that works functionally, and it's not laggy to where your guy's facing this way and you pressed over here and he's still walking over here, and it takes like 10 seconds for him to react and respond to start walking over there or something like that. As long as it's a decent port and they do a good job on it, when it just seems like they have spent at least a decent amount of time on it, unlike some other games that just put on PC 2 months afterwards, and that was the only time that they actually spent on making the port. They didn't really spend very much time on it before the game was actually released on the consoles and everything like that. So if they could do a good job on that, I'm going to be very excited. And if you guys really want to see more and more games like this on the PC, if they make a good enough port, I would highly suggest just buying this game. Don't wait for it to go on sale, because that's not going to happen for at least for quite a while. I mean, probably not, these kind of companies. There's some companies out there that still haven't really had it, they rarely have sales, and, even to get anything past a 50% off sale is really just pure luck. And plus, it's a very new game and everything like that, and I really think that if they see the sales numbers and they see it going good enough, as long as it's a decent port, because nobody wants to buy a crappy game, but still, if they see the numbers that they want and they see, I guess you could say, that justifiable number and everything like that, we might be seeing more games being put on that. I mean, I'm sure we would all love to see Bandai or other companies just start porting all of their games on PC, but I'd rather just, take it slowly, just one game at a time, and see some good ports being ported on PC, instead of seeing them all rushed and then being really crappy ports, because nobody likes spending money on a game that turns out to be a really crappy port that is just really next to impossible to be able to play, while enjoying it, I guess you could say. But hopefully this turns out well, but I just want to let you guys know when it's going to be released and everything like that, and hopefully we get to see the price pretty soon, but it looks like we're going to have to wait till October 25th. But until then, guys, I will see you guys in the next video.